Hi friends, and welcome back to your daily yoga challenge. I am so happy that you are here. It is hard to commit to doing something every day, so give yourself a pat on the back. I'm so proud of you, and I'm excited about the practice we have for today. So for today, we are going to kind of start out a little bit slow. It's a little overcast and dreary and dark here where I am, and I want to share with you the practice that I do in those moments where I kind of just would rather not. Honestly, we all have those days when we would rather just kind of curl up in the fetal position or set up shop on the couch and not move all day. And when it's dark and dreary like today, that's usually when I have that kind of a day. So let's do a practice to kind of get us moving and do something really good for ourselves so that we can make the most of the rest of our day. Okay? Start on your backs. And just hug your knees in toward your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Start to rock a little bit from side to side. So it's like we're just psyching ourselves up. Right? We can do this. You can do anything for 10 minutes. It's going to be okay. Good. Then keep hugging your right knee. Bring your left foot to the floor. Good. You can stay here or reach the heel forward in front of you. Straighten your leg and let the leg drop toward the floor. Good. Just switch. Left foot comes in, right leg comes to the floor, right foot comes to the floor, and then maybe it straightens out in front of you. Heel down, keep squeezing that left knee in. Flex your right foot. Good, bring both knees in again. Step your left foot to the floor. And then this time straighten your right leg so the foot comes up toward the ceiling. Interlace your hands behind the thigh. And then take a moment here, resist the hands into the thigh, resist the thigh into the hands. Big breath. Straighten your left leg out in front of you. Good. You can let the heel hover or you can bring it all the way down to the floor. Keep active legs, active feet. Bring your hands to the floor, take a big breath in. And with an exhale, to about the count of 5, you're going to slowly start to lower your heel all the way down to the floor. Good. Just for fun, lift up your head, peek down at your feet, and notice that your right leg is just a little bit longer than your left. Bring both feet to the floor. Hug your left knee in. Good. Straighten that leg up toward the sky. Flex the foot. Interlace the hands behind the thigh. And resist it. After a breath or two, straighten that right leg out. Maybe the heel comes down into the floor and you get an increased stretch through the left leg. Just like we did before, bring your hands down to the floor. Slowly, slowly start to lower that left heel all the way down. Keep hugging your belly in, slow and with control. Good. And then now you're even again. Bring your knees in toward your chest. Give yourself another big hug. And then open your arms out like a T. Let your knees go over to one side. Come back through the center. Go over to the other side. And one more time to each side. I may skip the second side so that I don't break my equipment. Come back through center. Give yourself a hug again. And this time start to rock and roll up and back. Up and back. And up and back. Until eventually, maybe you can balance on those sitting bones. Good. You can bring your toes to the floor, but have your hands behind your knees and use that to lift your chest up. Soften your shoulders back. Good. Stay here or lift one leg up so your shin is parallel to the floor. Good. Bring that down. Lift the other leg up. Good. Bring that down. Maybe play with lifting both shins so they're parallel to the floor. Good. Keep lifting that chest. Keep softening through the shoulders and keep softening the face. Good. Reach your arms out, palms face up. Lift your chest. Good. Bring yourself so you're hugging your knees in, and then rock and roll a couple times. Good. Come to balance your seat on the floor. Knees can be lifted, toes to the floor, or lifted, you choose. Good. Interlace all of your fingers except for your thumb and your index finger. Charlie's Angel Mudra, I like to call it. And then reach your arms out in front of you. Good. Bring your fingers to your left side. Turn at your shoulders. Lift your chest again. Come through center. Go to the right side. Lift everything up again. One more time to each side. Left and lift. And right and left. Okay, maybe just like one more. Good. Bring your hands behind your knees, lift your chest, and do a couple rolls back and forward and back and forward. Good. Come to lay on your back again. Bring your feet to the floor, and let's just stretch that out a little bit. So press the feet down, start to lift your hips up, come into a bridge pose, maybe walk the arms in, interlace the hands, press the forearms down to lift the chest. Couple big deep breaths. Just feel the belly stretch. Good. Let that go. Come on down. Take a couple rolls forward and back. Forward and back. When you're ready, cross your ankles, bring your hands to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Good. Your knees can be bent a little bit if that feels good, or you can start to straighten them right away. Shake out the head, yes, and no, and maybe. Good. Then bring your knees to the floor. Inhale, move your chest forward, head to the shoulders, peel back, drop your belly, come into a cow pose. Exhale, down dog. Good. Inhale, hands and knees, or drop your belly, come into a cow. And exhale, come into a down dog. One more with your own breath. Stay in your down dog for a couple breaths. Bring your big toes to touch behind you. Float your right leg up. Bend the knee. Open it up so the right hip stacks on top of the left. Maybe you just look under that right armpit a little bit. Straighten the leg. Square off the hips. Bring the foot to the floor. Do the next side. Lift, bend, stretch it open. Big, big breath. Let it feel good. Straighten the legs, square off the hips, bring the foot to the floor. Good. Shake out your head again. Find that maximum length in the spine. And start to walk your feet forward toward your hands. Good. Standing forward bend, grab right onto your elbows and hang here. Let your head be heavy. Let your arms be heavy. Let your face be soft. And just sway a little bit from side to side. Drop your hands. Slowly roll up until you come to a standing position. Roll your shoulders back and away. Bring your hands to your hips and right away, step your right foot back, back, back until the front knee bends to about 90 degrees. Good. Interlace your hands behind the back. Hug your elbows in. Reach through the arms, lift the chest, and lean back. Big, big breaths. Notice where the breath goes. Good. Bring your hands to your hips. Step the back foot forward. Come into a chair pose, Utkatasana, so you sink your hips low. Reach your arms up. Lift your chest. And then bring your hands back to your hips, straighten your legs, and step your left leg back, 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 until you come to your high lunge. Front knee bends to about 90 degrees. Good, interlace your hands behind the back, hug your elbows, lift your chest, and lean. Bring your hands back to your hips, step your left foot forward, forward, forward. Sink down in your Utkatasana or your chair pose, reach your arms, and then get a little lower, and a little lower, and a little lower, and a little lower, until you come to sit all the way down. Very nice. Sit so that your feet are together, your knees are wide, and just lift your chest, soften your shoulders. Take a breath or two here. Come back into the breath. Bring your awareness back into that full, deep, open breath. And then you can stay seated this way, or you can just come to a more comfortable seated position, whatever works best for you. Bring your hands, palms facing down, into your lap. We'll take just a couple breaths here together. Soften your jaw, soften your face. Whenever you're ready, blink your eyes open. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. May you each be blessed with peace and joy, love and light. Namaste.